Yo, hello, I'm back. This time I wanted to show you, like I teased in the other video, a replay from the Ochakov and how it basically is very much different from the playstyle than a Baltimore, Wichita, maybe even a Hipper or the Germans, because they're very good at brawling. You want to get close with them, but not too early. But this ship is not really a brawler. You are a kiting HE spammer, okay? Yes, your AP can be useful at times against lightly armored targets like another Ochakov, a Minotaur, and so on and so forth. But it's basically, you don't want to go, even though you have radar, but you don't want to go in positions like a Baltimore, okay? And this replay shows what I mean by that. So we let it run a bit. You want to basically spam HE at the most, I wouldn't say the most possible range, but pretty far away from them, because you are very lightly armored. HE, other cruisers, I think the Ochakov is a strange one, because this ship teaches a lot of wrong things. You basically want to stay away as far as possible. You're decent against other cruisers, but other cruisers are very decent against you. You're very good against battleships, and you're very good against destroyers. And you kind of overpowered. This Mogami, oh my, he becomes a pain in the ass, but he's broadsiding a lot of my ships, including a Minotaur, Purpose. I don't know what this other ship is, but he's broadsiding a lot. He got away with it though. And yeah, you will see out. He will become a very painful opponent. For my team especially. For me, not so much, but he will do damage. Or he will put in work against my team. Fair play to him. Mogami is not one of the easiest ships to play. It's a kiting cruiser as well, like the Ochakov is. You're basically, that's the kiting style. You spam HE at the longest range. And now positioning is important. I saw that my destroyer, the Kaba, is going down there. I see a smoke screen. I know there might be a Shimakaze. I put my Hydra on, my radar, excuse me, in hopes that I can catch him, but he is smart enough and abandoned his smoke. That's very good destroyer play, because most destroyers would sit in there and wait for I don't know what. But he noticed, okay, he can really battle against the Kavaros. And I don't know if, because I was spotted for a millisecond, I don't know if he saw me. Now he saw me definitely. But I focus on the Kurfürst first. Kurfürst first. And just saying at range, he wants to disengage, I want to set fires on him. Simple as that. As you can see now, the Shima appeared. I didn't pay attention. That's bad on my part. I should have paid attention. I didn't shoot him. I was too focused on the Kurfürst, but I saw the torpedo warning now, which he got my Bismarck with. A Bismarck that was running Hydro. There's a Minotaur. Now I can show off a little bit of this. Wow, that's a big hit. A little bit of this AP. I thought that the Minotaur didn't focus me or didn't watch me, but now he does. And the Minotaur is pretty nasty against you. Like, he does a whole lot of damage against your ship. One of the more not so cool opponents to fight, let's put it that way. But he gives me broadside. I pick up 2 citadels and finish him. And I want to go. I want to kite away from them again. This Mogami, I let him live. Or I focus him a bit, but he's kiting away. And now you see something that battleships do all too much. Like, you see my two battleships right from me. It's a Kurfürst and another ship, I don't know what it is. But these two battleships now try to push into the Mogami. I don't know why they do it or why people doing it. But it's the worst thing you can do. A Mogami is very good at kiting away and spamming HE and dropping torps at you. Plus, there was a Shima that's still on the right side, on the flank. I wouldn't push out. Why do you need to push out? You don't need to push out. Secure the cap, focus on the other side, see if you can get broadsides into B, into A, and all these other ships. Right? But, like I said, I do mistakes too. I point them out. Like, I didn't focus the Shima. There was clearly a bad power or a bad play on my side. Now I'm detected again. And I probably you should have radared, but now that I'm gone or not on anymore, I don't know if the Shima is still in my range. I mean, I have almost, I think 20 kilometers on my Ochakov. Like, the ships on the other side almost can see me. Instead, I try to focus down this Yamato, and you can hide behind islands and stay there if you're not detected. Like, you don't have to be hiding all the time. If you find a position like where I am right now, you can easily farm. And in a cruiser like that, especially like a Ochakov or a Cleveland or whatever, this is a dream position. Someone spots for you and you just want to put out the DPM of your ship. And this is the most important part that people don't understand. As a cruiser, you don't want to get shot at, but you want to keep these guns firing all the time. That's the big plus on cruisers, the DPM they have. And this Yamato will melt fairly quickly because I set fires on him all the time. My team starts to focus him. And the Shima, for some reason, see, he was not in my radar range. So, yeah. But these two battleships knew there was a Shima. But the Shima made a mistake to get too close to my Kurfürst. And he finished him off. Good play. I don't know why the Shima decided to go that close to two battleships. Well, he finished one off as well, and I start farming the Yamato. Now I'm outside of the cover of the islands and I'm spotted again, but the Yamato has so many shots incoming, like he's melting. He's just melting. I don't care. And even if he would shoot me, I would either slow down, not completely, but slow down or turn in or do some movement. I pay attention to him, right? Now, I saw this Massachusetts, I think it was. Yeah, I see this ship here. I want to get vision for me, my Minotaur. And this is where I would say I make the next mistake. I didn't know he pushed up that far. I thought he would reverse. But he didn't. I tried to turn in. I've been fairly lucky. Like, turning in an Ochakov is... I'm telling you, this ship teaches you all the wrong things. Normally, you never should give broadside in a cruiser. In Ochakov, it's a little bit different. You actually should give broadside in a cruiser, especially on these ranges, because they absolutely overpen you. They don't have these arcs where they can citadel you, because their arcs are too high. And they just over penetrate. Like, you get 1,000 damage, that's it. And you can keep on moving. So I was fairly lucky. The Massa decides to push out still in front of me and my Minotaur. I set another fire on him. He cannot, he could, but I was pretty much in cover. I cannot shoot over that island, so I need this island right here, and I will use it to turn out. I want to cut away from this guy, right? I don't want to rush him, because I couldn't withstand. His secondaries would even pen me. That's how badly armored I am. The Kurfürst takes some punches at me, but I slowed down enough. And now I want to turn out, which is very important. People, please. You can turn out, you can give broadside if you're behind an island and nobody's able to shoot at you. But don't do it while you're spotted and people focusing you down. It will not end well, even in an Ochakov. At some ranges, even this ship gets citadeled. Especially by Americans. So, I accelerate, I turn out, I dodge the incoming fire. Now both sides shooting at me. The people at B and A focusing me down. My team, like you see, is melting or is already gone. It's just me and a Bismarck, I think. And this Massachusetts is still trying to get on, but he's cutting away, so he actually gives me the advantage because I can spam him from this angle, no problem. But the Ochakov is a fairly quick ship, and I can always accelerate, juke him, and don't worry too much at these ranges. That there's sometimes if you juke shells, it comes down to the aim of the enemy, right? But if you go full speed and you turn out or so, they mostly miss. But some of them cannot really aim that well and still death strike you. This Massachusetts, I think the days, see, like that. There was a pen for whatever. And I'm still able to dodge. But that's how you play the Ochakov. You don't want to get close to any of these ships. And Odin, which has terrible pen on its AP, is actually a really dangerous target for you if you're not angled. If you're angled, he cannot overmatch you, but well, he can blap you if you show broadside. Cruisers in general are very, very good against the Ochakov. And now I'm kiting again. I focus these guys. I want to get rid of them. And he's the closest target to me. Good hit from my Bismarck there. And I just want to kite away and see if I can farm to that. Help my Bismarck a bit. He screams for help. Buddy, I'm your only help left. So I try my best, but don't be mad if you're going to die because, well, I cannot burn him down that quickly. And my Bismarck goes down, of course. But he actually supported me, he helped me. But now I'm in a terrible position, right? 3 battleships all at once shooting at me. I tried to slow down. The Odin all of a sudden starts to shoot AG, which is actually a smart decision by his part. He can pam me with it. He can do way more damage or more consistent damage to me. But now he's swapped to AP. I accelerate. I go out. The Bismarck shooting again, but I think he didn't give enough lead because I was accelerating again and turning in. But now, yeah, this position is a bit terrible for me. Because I don't really want to push these guys. I want to kite them and farm them. But at one point, I will run out of a map to run to. And this Curvers and this Bismarck, I try my best to avoid the shells. I always try to play with my speed. I turn in, I change direction and all that, and I still start to farm them. But there's only so much you can do. You can only focus one target. You can keep an eye on both of them. But it's difficult, and I see at the timer, okay, we are basically losing anyway. They have more points than us, they have more caps than us, they have more ships than us. I'm at really low health. I turn out again, but there's not really much I can do anymore. The only thing I can really try is to burn down one of them. I realize now I shouldn't have focused the Bismarck. Maybe I could have burned down the curve first. It's difficult. It's difficult. I know he has 2 fires. Now I will load the yeah. I wanted to load the AP to get more pens and let the fires burn, but the Bismarck lands 1 HE volley and I'm basically gone. But yeah, That was the first game in the Ochakov. A basic gameplay, right? You're a kiting cruiser, you want to spam HE, you want to use your speed and maneuverability from far away. Here is the end screen. Well, see, I told you about the Mogami. He did some work. So well played to him. He was focused down at the beginning, but then 2 battleships chasing a Mogami, it will never end well for you. Trust me. You have to be very lucky to hit him. It's maneuverable, it's speedy, it can accelerate juke. Yeah. But in a losing team, have almost as much as the second place or the third place or in the top 3 from the enemy team, it's pretty good, I would say. So let's go to the next replay. I think I played one more. Yeah. This is another game where I will definitely show you my mistakes. Okay, I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I'm not free of mistakes. I'm not the perfect player. I know what I'm doing most of the time, but it doesn't mean I don't do anything stupid. Okay, so just so we are clear. But this particular battle is, yeah, I can forward it a bit. I wanted to help my destroyer. I didn't think both of them were here. They are. I popped my radar. I tried to farm as much as I can. My DD has a warning. I get some okay hits in on the gearing, and now I focus on the Shima because, yeah, but he can become a really big problem. I get some solid hits in 6,000, but I want to turn out. I don't want to push any further. There are 2 DDs. There's a cruiser, 2 battleships. If I push in, I die. Simple as that. You don't want to tank for your team. You cannot tank for your team. The Yamato gets a good volley off. You will see it because I make another mistake, right? I want to spam him. I see that he's reversing a bit. I should have, what I always said, take the torpedoes, but I'm quite confident in my aim, so I don't do that. But yeah, if you're not sure what the enemy is doing, you have torpedoes. Go to them, not to launch them at them, but to show what they're doing. Are they accelerating? Are they backing off? What are they doing? What is the movement they are doing, right? The Yamato takes actually a shot at me. I'm surprised because I was standing still. And this could have been nasty. Thank God, no armor is best armor, and I get away with it. He overpammed me. His guns are just too big to... If you angled, he would actually clap me, but I wasn't that much angled. And I was quite lucky at this. This was one of the first mistakes. I even watched him shooting at me, but I never thought he would actually focus me. But then I looked at my, as you can see here, I looked at my team and see the 2 battleships running away because Yamato. That's a very common team. The enemy team sees Yamato 2 and they battleships run away. They don't want anything to do. But these guys here, like, I hate this map because people play like that. See, they're just camping. They know if they just look 1 second here, that both of their destroyers are here. Our destroyer is here. Why don't you back him up? Why are you still sitting behind an island and do nothing? I tried to ping him, saying, hey, boys, go there. I don't know why you're so afraid. There are no destroyers, nothing to be afraid of. Help our destroyer out. But, yeah. As my 2 BBs run away, I want to help our destroyer. And this is where I make a mistake. This is where I overextend. And you will see how badly it goes if you overextend with an Ochakov. I should have known, but I really wanted to help him. And I thought he would be able to shoot with me at these kinds of guys. I always want to, I'm not mad at someone who doesn't understand the game if he tries to make a team play happen. Like, if he plays for the team, I can respect that. But now, yeah, this is the moment I absolutely, I don't know, it's a brain fart. I see this Minotaur, I want to push in, right? Angled. He angles back, he sees the torpedoes. He avoids them. There's the gearing. I pop my radar. I thought he would be still in the smoke, but he wasn't. I tried to farm as much damage as I possibly can. But now the problem starts. I'm overcommitted. I'm the most juicy target for all of these ships down there. I'm the only one who's pushing in. And I'm pushing in a cruiser. Oh god, it's bad. Especially in something like an Ochakov. Like, you don't have armor. This Minotaur absolutely wrecks me. I think the Yamato finishes me off. But I'm stuck. I cannot go anywhere. My ships, as you can see, these guys still didn't push anything. They're still sitting here doing nothing. And these two, he run away. He is about to run away. And my Shima, well, he torps. It's alright, but the Yamato, I was angered, blaps me. Yeah, this is absolutely not how you want to play the Ochakov. As you can see, you die really quickly. Okay. As next, I have a replay here from the Georgia. I will make another video out that and tell you a bit of positioning, but also smart gameplay sometimes. Sometimes you have to do, well, you just have to run away. In order to stay alive and be a threat to the enemy team, you just have to run away. Not like my battleships did right now. I mean, I can kind of understand it, right? There are 2 destroyers, a gearing, a Shima. The torps hit really hard. There's 2 Yamatos. There's a Minotaur. Like, you don't want to push in. But get into positions. I mean, they were spotted all the time. Either from me or the Shima. Go to a position where you can actually shoot at someone. But yeah, that should be it. I want to conclude it right there. I just wanted to show you what and what not to do in an Ochakov. And I hope you could learn something, even from my mistakes. I'm not shy of showing them because I'm definitely not perfect. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And till next time, ciao.